Hello, all of my amazing Sunday leaders. Thank you so much for pouring into these kids consistently. Thank you for the outreach that you've been doing, because I am so grateful that these kids are hearing from you and from your heart that you want them there and that you love them. So this is just a little preview of what we're going to be seeing over the next month. From now until, I think this goes all the way through October 5th. So we've got 5 lessons that we're going to have over the next 5 weeks. And one of the things I love about Go Curriculum is it's going to go through the Bible every single year. 3 years is their cycle. And each time they go through the Bible, they're going to look at the stories a little uniquely. So as we're going through the book of Exodus this time, we're not going to be concentrating so much on the beginning stories of Moses, but we're going to be looking at some of the more detailed stories and a little bit later on in his story. So beginning this week, we're going to be looking at the 10 Commandments, the first part. The next week, we're going to look at the second part of the 10 Commandments. So we've got 2 weeks that we're going to be deep diving into the 10 Commandments. I heard something absolutely beautiful one time about the 10 Commandments, because so many times it's like, for kids, it's just another set of rules. They've got another set of rules that they have to obey. But there was a speaker that was talking about, this was not just rules. This was a relationship. And God was setting up, what does this relationship look like? Just like a husband and wife relationship. And it's basically saying, look, I want to be your husband, and I don't want you to have any other people other than me. And I want us to have a date night once a week. I want that Sabbath time set aside. And don't put any other gods before me, because I'm a jealous God. And when we're dealing with other people, like, these are the ways that we should deal with people. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful relationship that you see unfolding. And it's like a commitment. It's almost like marriage vows. So, and I know they're kind of young for marriage vows, but the 5th and 6th graders could begin to understand that. But that's just kind of a little analogy. The third week is going to be the 12 spies explore Canaan. And this is when you've got the 10 that come back and they're terrified. And you have Joshua and Caleb who are like, no, God showed us this land, and they're seeing the beauty and they're ready to go get it. And unfortunately, they don't get to go in at that point. 10 of them pass away, but Joshua and Caleb live to see the promised land. The 4th week is going to be the bronze snake. And this is where we're also going to be presenting the gospel. We're going to be talking about those ABCs, because when you see the picture of that bronze snake being held up, that sin on the pole, and when you look at it, when you choose to believe, then you are healed. And that's exactly what Jesus did on the cross for us. So we're going to present the ABCs that Sunday morning in kids worship. And if we have kids in Sunday school who are like, hey, I want to talk more about that, we will be ready. The 5th week, which is that first week in October, we're going to be talking about the crossing of the Jordan, that they finally get to go into the promised land with Joshua. So it's going to be really, really exciting. I am excited. This whole next series is called Snapshot, and there's some really fun things that we're going to get to do. And it's like taking a snapshot of what is happening in this moment. This coming Sunday, it is September the 7th. We're having an all church-wide Sunday school luncheon. So please, please come, because Pastor's going to be inspiring us and encouraging us on what does it look like to reach, teach, and minister to our classes. And he's going to be talking specifically about in-reach and outreach. So please come. Lunch is completely free. But it is really important that we all get on the same page, because Pastor is going to be holding all of us accountable of what does it look like for our classes to grow, and what does it look like for all of us to be pouring in to these families and encouraging them to come every Sunday. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. I am praying over you as the fall begins, that God just falls fresh on you, and that you get an extra portion of his Spirit. You guys have an awesome, blessed week, and I will see you Sunday. Bye.